I wonder if your parents, not only if you ever butted heads with them, but if they ever butted heads with each other over the proper course. Like when you become the world's, I suppose, in terms of the obligations and the fandom. I just wonder if there was ever...
and that's the thing, there's not a blueprint for how to shepherd somebody through that. And I do like, you know, when I look back, I am amazed by the job they did, I think, just because they always managed to keep their humor about stuff. Like, crazy happened to us as a family very young. I mean, like, we arrived in Japan when I was 12 for a Japanese press tour, and there was, you know, the media reported that there were 5,000 people waiting in arrivals for us. Because in Japan, at the time, I think you could just phone someone up and be like, is so-and-so on this flight? And they'd be like, yes. And so, like, thousands of people showed up at the airport, and it was like, because we got a message before we landed where they were like, there's 100 security guards are on staff for your landing. And we're like, that seems a bit much, that's crazy. And then we landed, and it was like, oh no, this is not enough. Like, this is, there were highly trained security guards being pushed around by like six-year-old girls to 80-year-old women. It's just like, and I remember we got through that like melee, and I remember my mum's part of her button got like stuck on the toggle of one of the women in the crowd's coats, and they like had to like wrestle for a second and sort of run off. And we all ran and we jumped into the car. And my mom and dad just like, and I don't know if this was like a plan they had made or just their very genuine reaction, just started laughing and just was like, how ridiculous was that? And I think, you know, that's a moment where you do look to your parents for their reaction. Like, if I'd got in the car and they'd been really freaked out, I think I probably also would have been freaked out. Whereas I can now go through those situations to be like, that's crazy, and just sort of move on.
Yeah. But I do wonder if you ever felt like you were in danger.
I don't think I ever really felt like in danger. That's not the feeling that you get from Potter fans. The times you feel
They're
like...
not a dangerous bunch.
No, they're really not. You know, you feel sometimes like sometimes, you know, as a kid, the thing that sucked, the thing that did, like, you know, borrow its way in there and was really unpleasant was getting booed. Like, if you would be going into an event and the autograph hunters, the professional autograph, for those who don't know, some people don't know these people exist, you know, there are professional autograph hunters in the world.
That make money off of it.
That make money off it. And I don't hate that. Like, I'm not somebody who objects to that on any moral grounds. The idea that my handwriting and my signature can make someone money is hilarious and great to me. Like, well done. I kind of respect. There's a bunch of guys in New York who I actually know weirdly well at this point, because some of us have like grown up together. Like, there's one guy who I knew who was...
It's like knowing your stalker.
Don't say it like that. But yeah, no, I get it though. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, but I know, you know, there's one guy who I've seen since he was like 14, and he's an autograph hunter, and he's now like in his 20s as well. And like, so there are some people that can do it, and they go about it in a way that is okay, and they're not about it, and they're fine. But there are also some people that just like will boo and shout at a child. And so like, whenever I be like at a premiere and like I've just done like a day of press and I'm going into the party, which is not going to be fun. That's going to be its own sort of thing of press. And so you haven't actually genuinely got time to sign. It's not necessarily like a snub, but at that moment, if you just go inside and you just hear people like booing and shouting stuff at you and about you, like that as a kid, like sucked. I do remember that being like very like disheartening, which is probably now why I like have a like a pathological need to sign whenever I can.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then why not subscribe? Click right here for lots more off camera. And if you want to see the hour-long version of these conversations, I'm going to give you the secret link. Here it is, offcamera.com. Check it out.